Hey everybody, I'm KK.
I'm Kristen.
And welcome back to K&K Crochet. Whew, sorry I can't see. We are a mother and daughter team, for those who don't know, and this is our YouTube channel, obviously. It's been a week, you'll have to forgive me. We thought we'd come back and talk about our mood blanket. Seems pretty appropriate for this week for me. Kristen decided she wanted to do a crochet along for the year, but she didn't want to do a temperature blanket, so she decided she would like to do a mood blanket. So I'm doing a mood scarf.
Because you don't have to do a blanket.
Yep, you could do.
Because those are lengthy and time
consuming.
Yeah.
And yarn consuming. So if you have a lot of yarn you want to use and you want to do a blanket, that's fine. If you don't want to spend a lot of time on it, you don't have to. You could do a scarf. You could do a shawl.
A pillow cover.
Yep, I think Bailey said she's probably going to do a shawl. So this is mine, and you can't see, but this is purple. I don't know why it's so blown out today, but this is purple, and purple for me is stressed, because that's how I am. And I don't know what's going on with my stitches. I blame this on this being... well, of course, I'm not going to blame it on me, not that I would ever be the problem. Yeah, right, whatever. We all know I'm probably the reason. But this is Big Twist Magenta, Big Twist, I can't remember the color. And this is Mainstay. So the difference in the stitching and I'm stressed, so you can tell a difference in the tension from week to week. So is what it is. But anyway, this is my scarf for week 1, 2, 3. We're on week 4, and then we'll have one more week, and then I will put a black stripe in to separate the months out. So I'm pretty pleased with that. I like the way the colors are turning out. Right now, if I had to pick a color, I would pick Happy, because I am settled and happier now than I was when I did the stitch. But that's okay. I like the purple. What do you do?
Okay. I'm late to the game, y'all. I just started for this week. Mom already did hers, so I'm happy this week. I've done that much. Happy's blue. And then,
for her.
Yeah, for me. And then last week's and all that fun stuff. My split week that I was. So I'm doing 150 stitches what I chained. I'm doing a double crochet, and I'm doing what Mom did. After January, I'll do a black stripe. And if you're just not wanting to start, just write down your most emotions that you think you feel all the time and assign a color to them. So Mom did, what's your happy?
Pink.
Because she likes pink. I chose happy blue because I like blue, so I want to use a lot of blue. And just, if you don't want to associate colors with like anger or anything, you can choose a color that will turn the mood around.
That's what I did. So purple I chose for stressed, and I know a lot of people love purple. It's not that I chose purple because that makes me feel stressed. I chose purple because I knew when I worked with purple and I was stressed, it would calm me down.
Mm-hmm. For my stress, I chose yellow because I think yellow is just a bright and happy color. That's what I used for mine. That's really just, that's all you gotta do. Choose what project you want to make, the stitch, however long you want it to be, like a blanket. If you want to do a baby blanket, you could do that. A pillow, scarf, however long you want it to be. And then, like, for us, we want ours to be a little bit longer than just 52 weeks, so we're adding the block in between, the row in between our block.
Yeah, and I did that because the scarf needed to be... What I did is I did a double crochet swatch to see, and I measured how tall my double crochets were, and I think it came out that 2 lines of double crochet for me, now I could be wrong, I'm thinking it's approximately an inch. Nope, that's not right. That's not right. I don't remember. But anyway, let's say you did your swatch and it was an inch tall. Okay? Then that would mean if you were doing a scarf, it would be 52 inches long by the time you got to the end of the 52 weeks. And a scarf, for me, I like to be at least 60. So what I did is that I would add a row after each month, and that would, a row in between each of the months, and that would give me extra to add onto the scarf to make it as long as I needed it to be, so that I would be happy with the length. So if you want to make, let's say, a blanket, and you want it to be 52 inches long, then you know that you have to crochet your color for the week in at least an inch for each week, an inch in height. So whatever stitch you use, you'd have to make sure that you crochet enough rows to make it that tall. Does that even make sense? I feel like I'm not making any sense whatsoever.
So if you chose a double crochet, I think mine's an inch. By the end, if you just do the 52 rows, it'll be 52 inches long. That's what she's getting at.
That's what I'm trying to get at, but it's coming out garbage. So it's coming out garbage out of my mouth. Nothing unusual.
So if you do like a single crochet, I'm just estimating it'd probably be 2 rows.
Yeah.
Probably
right.
2 or 3.
Yeah. So it's and it's based on your tension. It's based on the yarn you use. It's based on the hook you use. So we can't say, oh, hey, it's going to be this.
Yeah.
You have to figure out your swatch and what you want to use. What's your favorite stitch? Mine is, I don't know that I have a favorite stitch, but my comfortable stitch is double crochet.
Yeah.
And just because a half double is beautiful, but to me it's a little more finicky and it's harder for me to deal with when I'm working on it. A double is what I used the most, I think, when I first started. So, which was many moons ago. So that's just what I'm used to. So when you think about it and you do your swatch, and you see how many rows it takes you to get to an inch of 52 inches is what you want. If you don't want that and you want to do something smaller, maybe you want, I don't know what you want to do. You pick your favorite object and whatever it is and figure out your stitch and figure out how many stitches, how many rows of stitches you need to get to, okay. I'm confusing myself, so I know I'm confusing you all. This is kind of like the Santa's Workshop stuff I did when I was talking about how to divide out the work you needed to do. Figure out how long, which project you want to do. How long do you want your project to be when it's finished? The easiest is to say 52 inches because there's 52 weeks, and that's how many weeks we have, in the year to do this. So if that was the case, you'd want to finish an inch of the project each week, right? So then you would pick your stitch and crochet a swatch to see how many rows it takes you to get to an inch. I did double crochet. It's quicker. I knew I would not follow through and finish this if I did single crochets and had to do 2 or 3 rows. I knew I would not finish it if I had to do a blanket like Kristen. She wanted to do a blanket because the blanket she's done before are afghans, and she wanted to complete a bigger afghan. And she wanted it to be scrappy. So a mood blanket's perfect for that. It's not going to be, unless you choose colors that, like you could go through and choose shades of brown and randomly assign them to your emotions if you like brown. And it would be a very patterned kind of blanket no matter what your mood was for the most part, because you're going to have all browns. You could use tan, brown, cream. You could do shades of gray. That would have been pretty.
It would be.
But that would have depressed me because gray, I like gray, but gray all the time would have depressed me. So, I could have done shades of pink. You could do whatever you want to do, whatever makes you happy. If you don't want to do the scrappy look, I like the scrappy look, especially since I don't usually give myself permission to do a scrappy blanket because I look at it and I just don't know how to make the color. I don't know how to set the colors up to make them correspond, to make them pretty, I don't think, to me. So for me, I never would have chosen these colors together, but they kind of, there's my extra hair, that's free. They kind of remind me of like Neapolitan ice cream, or like those, what are those cracker wafer things that you eat that have the, like strawberry wafers? They kind of remind me of that a little bit. So I'm liking these colors. I think they're pretty, and it's making me happy. And I will always remember that we did this project together, and I like it.
Yeah.
So
mine reminds me of the sunset because it's like
I love that.
Orange, pink, and blue.
I really love that. Makes me think of the beach.
It does.
Yep. So join us if you haven't started already. You still have plenty of time. No big deal. You can still get in and get this taken care of, and you could do whatever. Maybe you don't want to do that. Maybe you want to do something easier than that. Maybe you just want to do, just one row. You could do 2 or 3 stitches back and forth and crochet so long for each week. And at the end, have a great big long strand that you could wrap around your Christmas tree. Yes, I say Christmas. And it would be, a decoration. You could do lots of things with it. That's just something that I would think of because it was something I would enjoy doing. And it relates to me. So relate it to you. Figure out what you want to do. And maybe you don't want to do a year-long project.
You want to do a month, 2 months.
Maybe you want to do a mood project for the month. Maybe you want to do a scarf one month. Maybe you want to do a hat one month.
And you could do, if you don't want to do like one, if you want to do 1 month, you could do a row a day. If you want to do a scarf, you could do a row a day.
Yeah. Or you could do mug rugs and then have, have mug rugs for everybody in your family. You could have, or a washcloth. You could do a project a month for it. Or maybe you just want to do 1 month and do a mood project with us. Whatever you're going to do, please go over to our Facebook group and subscribe and drop your projects down that you're working on. We really appreciate those of you who've said you're going to start, you're working with us, you're planning your project. It's a lot of fun, and we just want community. We want to see you work with us. Don't forget to comment down below and let us know if you're working along. And for those of you who said, I don't think I can do it, I don't think I want to do it, but I'm enjoying watching you guys do it, thank you. That means a lot to us. It means a lot. I've seen a lot more comments lately, and I'm enjoying that. I enjoy talking to you guys. We have done one live. We'll probably try to do another one. It's not going to be this week. There's a reason that my color is purple for stressed, and it's not going to be this week. So, anyway, we appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you again in a couple of days with new videos. So, thank you guys. Have a blessed day, and don't forget to be kind because you don't know anybody else's journey.
Bye.
Bye.